DivaDollFlawless. In today's video, I have a project share, and it is this little hamburger box. I purchased this die. It's a metal die, and it's from the KLJUYP store on AliExpress. So let me go ahead and show y'all. This is what it looks like on the website, on the AliExpress website. That's the description. I'm sure I paid the $11.30 for the die. So yeah, that's what it looks like. That's where I got it from. And let's go ahead and take a look at it. So I did use the Maggie Holmes Flourish collection. Maggie Holmes Flourish collection is definitely one of my favorites, and it's because it uses a lot of flowers. It is one of those trickier collections to use, I would say, and craft with, but once you've played around with it a couple of times, you're good to go. This is what the top looks like. I just did a little trim, took some of the embellishments from the actual collection, and then this die does come with a flower die with it. So I did make those flowers. Here is the flower die that comes with it. Here's another piece. Okay, so if you wanted to, basically this is what the top of it will look like. If you wanted to use another sheet of paper or turn it into a shaker, that piece can be used to cut out another piece to accent the top of your hamburger box. And then the sides are with this part, so you do get your little framing piece and then another design part, and that's what these two, or all four of those, like the sides are. And then you get your top and your bottom. Okay, so this is the top, and I will highly recommend that if you all are going to use this, that you cut it out on two pieces of paper, because that's what I did, and that's why my box is very sturdy. Or just use a really sturdy piece of cardstock just from the get-go if you're going to cut this out. One sheet of the actual paper from the collection is very flimsy. I have it in the digital collection, so if I was to print it out on a cardstock paper that I use for the digital collection, I would only have to do one. So it's really just up to you, but as a tip, I highly recommend using sturdy cardstock. Okay, so I cut this out twice, and then it was glued with the pretty sides out. So this would have been the underside of each designer sheet, and that's the part that got glued together. And then I did the same for the bottom part. And this is so easy to put together. All you're doing is folding your flaps and tucking them in under here and gluing them. And then this part right here gets folded, and then you put glue on the opposite side of it, and you just glue it, and the box will open and shut. It's really simple to put this box together. Okay, now this is what the outside looks like, and this is what the inside of the box looks like. Okay, and I love it. So let me just go through everything that I did. Now I do have a Happy Meal box die, and that was designed by Nicole Silhouette here on YouTube. I actually have a lot of her designs. I'm not sure whether or not this was one of her designs. I really cannot remember, but she does sell to different stores on AliExpress. I added some trim in here. We're all familiar with this stuff. Some foam flowers. I just went through my collection and picked out flowers that I wanted to gift to the recipient that would match the collection. So we have some pink and white flower, some other little embellishments, and then I have these flowers that I purchased from a local party supply store. And then inside I do have other pieces from the actual collection. Okay, and again, another one of those flowers that I created that came with the die cut pieces. And I just think that these are so cute. If you're going to use this as an actual hamburger box, as a party favor, or to serve hamburgers or cheeseburgers or any food, I highly recommend that you line this with wax paper first before you add anything greasy inside of this. You can even put french fries or whatever it is you want inside of it. And I did do a french fry box as well last year, but I sent that off and gifted it to Ty. And I think I showed that, if I'm not mistaken. I just don't know which video it would have been in because that was a year ago. Okay, and I think these ones, I do have these doily dies, but I'm almost positive I purchased these from Rhoda, who is Nifty Crafty Me on Instagram, when I was buying some of her die cut kits. Okay, and if you have the digital collection like I do myself, then you can just print off as many of these as you want to remake it and gift it to your recipient. So hopefully my crafty girlfriend that's getting this will love it. I'm sure she will. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you all. I did do the Happy Meal box like I was saying for my son. I made a Dragon Ball Z one for him. It turned out so adorable. And for Valentine's Day, I was like, you know what? Let me just make my kids some Happy Meal boxes to put their Valentines inside of. And when I make another one, I'll be sure to share that. I know I have not been doing a lot of tutorials, but my crafting time is extremely limited. This is one of those things that I had to work 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. And then when you add in the stress of trying to film and redo takes or re-say the same thing over and over again that you messed up on, because we all know filming and talking are two completely different things as opposed to just crafting on your lonesome. I just have not been feeling like adding in the stress of filming tutorials, but I do want to still inspire you all to pull out the stuff that you have in your craft stash and really start getting through a lot of the stuff that I've been buying. I'm gonna have to refix this off camera, but so yeah, I'll be doing more craftspiration style of videos for you all, because I really just need to start getting through a lot of the items that I have in my collection, including using my Cricut machines more. And so that's all. Hopefully you have all of the information you need as far as the die. I will try to put the link to the die under the video, but just in case if I forget, because I'm sure I will, you have all the information in the video. Just pause, screenshot, or write it down, and I will see you in the next video. Have a gorgeous day, doll. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.